And I'm like, no. And then he's like,
bro, go to the bathroom and look in the mirror.
So I did. I ran to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror. And then I slightly turned around. And then I saw it. My whole life flashed in front of me. I couldn't believe my eyes. How could she do me like this? I even gave her a $7 tip on top of the money I had already paid. I looked in the mirror and I just... Our barbers have so much power when it comes to building our confidence and breaking it. So that's why you should always tip your barber when he cuts your hair. So the next time you go to get your hair cut, he'll treat you right. Because maintaining a good relationship with your barber is very important. I knew these rules, so I followed them and was able to build a good relationship with my barber. So one day after school, I pulled up to the barber shop to get my hair cut. Cause you know, your boy gotta look fresh, of course, you know what I'm saying? So the barbershop I always went to was this one Asian barbershop. My barber was this young Asian dude who we will call Dave. You see, Dave grew up in the hood, and although Dave was Asian, he did however speak the language of the streets, and he didn't even have any type of accent. And this was the reason why I felt so comfortable with Dave cutting my hair, because I was used to barbers from the hood cutting my hair. So this was the guy that always cut my hair ever since I was a young boy, and he has never once messed it up. His skills were just as good as any black barbers I've ever met. He would always give me advice on life and things and how to talk to girls. So pretty much he was a cool dude. So when I pulled up to the barbershop, I looked around and I noticed that Dave wasn't even in there. So immediately I started freaking out. I looked at them other barbers and I was like, hey yo, where's Dave? And the other barber looked at me and said,
I see you noticed. Dave went to go see his sister, my man. She's been in the hospital for a while because she's been having some heart problems, and on top of that, her lungs haven't been working the way they were supposed to because of all that toxic garbage she keeps putting into her body. At this point, we're not even sure if she's going to make it out alive because her condition is mad critical right now, but we're going to hope for the best for her.
Do you want me to leave him a message? So I told him no because things were looking pretty serious, and I didn't want to bother him. So I left the barbershop and went home. So fast forward 2 weeks later, I came back to the barbershop and Dave still wasn't in there. And at this point, I'm very desperate for a haircut because I was looking like a caveman. So I started looking at the other barbers and all the decent ones were already taken, except for this new Asian guy and this Asian woman. And the new guy has only been there for like 3 weeks. And we all know what happens when you let the new guy cut your hair. I was taking no chances with that. And then we have the old Asian lady that looked like she was in her 40s. I could tell she was Chinese because her accent was very strong. And I have never had my hair cut by a woman before, so I've never had that experience. So at this point, I only had two options. The new guy and the Asian woman. So I decided to go with the female barber. I don't really see too many female barbers out there, so I was kind of skeptical about her. But then again, there are some pretty good female barbers out there. And I wasn't trying to look sexist, so I was like, fine, I'm gonna give her a chance. So I sat down and she asked me what kind of hairstyle I would like. And I told her I wanted a low fade on the side. And she was like, okay, cool, no problem. And just like that, she turned on her clipper and got to work. And now I'm just sitting there all nervous and everything because I have never had my hair cut by a woman before. Now, I'm not saying that a woman can't do as good of a job as a man. I was just nervous because she's never cut my hair before. And I didn't know where her skill level was at. So I closed my eyes and she began to cut my hair. Fast forward 30 minutes later, I opened my eyes and she was done. As I looked in the mirror, I saw a whole new man. The fade was so clean that I almost wanted to give her a kiss on the cheek for doing such an amazing job. It's crazy how much a haircut can really change someone's appearance. So I went out of the barbershop, went home, and took a shower. The next day, I got prepared for school and dipped out of my house. And when I arrived, I felt like the most confident man in the world, bro. I looked good. At least that was what I thought. And as I was walking, people started looking at me while whispering and giggling. And now I'm thinking, what's going on? So as I went into class, people kept whispering and laughing. And I'm thinking, what's up with everyone? Why are they acting so weird? And then during lunchtime, one of my classmates pulled me to the corner and said to me,
"Hey, Gideon, who cut your hair?"
And I told him that it was this one Asian woman. And he looked me in the eyes and said,
bro, you need to sprint back over there right now and get your money because they did you dirty.
And I'm like, what? No, she didn't. My hairline looks clean and so does my fade. And then he laughed and said,
bro, have you seen the back of your head?
And I'm like, no. And then he's like,
bro, go to the bathroom and look in the mirror.
So I did. I ran to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror. And then I slightly turned around. And then I saw it. My whole life flashed in front of me. I couldn't believe my eyes. How could she do me like this? I even gave her a $7 tip on top of the money I had already paid. I looked in the mirror and I just couldn't believe my eyes. How could it be that my hair looked like this the whole time? And I had no idea. And at this point I started panicking because I know that as soon as I walk out of this bathroom and walk to the cafeteria, I'm gonna get roasted. But on the other hand, I was starving, so I had to eat something. So I gave myself a quick inspirational speech before leaving. Gideon, this haircut doesn't determine who you are as a person. It's your personality that matters. It's the only thing that ever mattered. It's always the side of you that you'll always have forever. So you go out there, boy, and show them that you don't need a good haircut to be confident. And so, I took a deep breath and walked out that bathroom. Terrible mistake. Because as soon as I walked out that bathroom and walked into the cafeteria, all I heard was, boy, if you don't get your ostrich bald head, Humpty Dumpty face, take me to your leader, hey there, boy. Hi, I'm Gideon and my head built like a cheese, hey there, boy. And it just kept going. Like, imagine getting roasted for 20 minutes straight for something that you didn't even do. And ever since that day, I never went to that barbershop ever again. Because your boy had to wear a beanie for a whole week until my hair grew back. Like, God, bro, like, God, a whole week, my nigga, a whole week. Moral of this story is, make sure your barber knows what he or she is doing. Because if they don't, you gonna get cooked, boy. Like, real talk, like, you gonna get baked. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. I just wanted to give my boy DevonteTheOne a huge shout out for this collaboration. Make sure y'all go check out his YouTube channel. It's gonna be down in the description below. And peace.